what you're doing. Yes.
Wow. Okay, so we've decided to do a part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, this is the second part
Yeah,
about
so
we're just gonna be delving. My English, guys, it's so nyao, like yeah, indulging, delving. Okay, now I'm like my data partners are gone. English partners depleted. Yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be talking about Christianity because that's the only religion that
we're both Christians.
we relate to. So she's been having like shocking questions about it. like yo, are you thinking of changing a religion or something like that? But then the truth is, we can never dispute the fact that the Bible came with the white people, and then the white people had one thing in mind, which is to conquer us when they came to Africa, and then they did that. And they like to believe that they gave some tribes the Bible and they gave some tribes the guns so that they can fight amongst each other and be weak. I like to believe that, and I know that I might be telling the truth. Anyway, yeah, 3,000 or 2,000 or how many years later or 500 years later, we are Christians and we are black. One thing I know about Christianity is unlike the other religions, right? So Christianity is basically you've got the free will of doing anything that you want to do. You can do anything you want to do, and then you must just it must just be within your conscious. That's what the Bible says, right?
Does it?
Yeah, that's how it defines sin. Like sin is what is against your conscious.
Oh.
That is sin is. Yeah, I think that is in Romans 14:16. Yeah.
No. I'm not gonna ask anything, but I'm gonna go to school from like the very beginning. We grew up. That's all we know.
True.
That's all we know. We grew up in Christian families. We grew up in church. I mean, I don't have any problem against Christianity and the Bible. I'm just questioning things, and I just want to understand. I'm not moving away from it. It's what I know, and it's been like I'm this person that I am because of it. Yeah.
Sure. I don't think there's any book that sells more than the Bible. Roughly, every other house has a Bible.
Yeah.
Roughly, every other house. At home, I think everyone has a Bible. So, I don't think you can comprehend some of the things that are there if you're not at a certain position. Now, in terms of your connection with the Spirit, you've been a Christian for a very long time. You know, we would say sometimes you'd pray, and then sometimes you'd pray, and you can see that okay, this prayer is a different prayer to what I was praying before. And then when you read the Bible and you just get some things that's okay, I wouldn't have gotten those things had I been reading the Bible just for the sake of reading the Bible. And that's usually when you're in fasting and you know it's so deep in terms of your relationship with God, and then certain things start to get revealed upon you. Yeah. So your question is, how does it all make sense?
Just like an overview.
I think certain things like in the Bible were written by prophets, and prophets usually they would think and speak in a different manner to what we will comprehend. You take it literally, and then you're just gonna sound dumb, and then the Bible is gonna sound dumb, and then the whole religion is gonna sound dumb, you know. But like some of the things that are there are not for us, you know, like they are from the people from the world to understand. They're not easy. For instance, like the Revelation. I've been a Christian for a good 8 years, and I'm still scared to read the Revelation because it is so mystified. It is like they speak figuratively and stuff like that. In as much as some things will not make sense, maybe they meant it's in a different. I think it's very dangerous to read the Bible as it is. I think it is very dangerous to do that. To read the Bible as like, yo, so David smashed Goliath like that? You know, like you need to understand what each thing mean and stuff like that. Like, yo, I mean, Goliath was at least 8 feet, and then David was a small boy. How did he do that with one stone? Man, I feel like it's so hard for you to understand the Bible if you're just in yourself. you have to be in a different form.
Okay.
You have to be really in your spirit, in your spiritual, to be in tap with your spiritual self, and then you can understand the Bible. Because I think it works in every discipline, even maybe if people, even in traditional healing and stuff like that. I don't think they can just you're like, yo, you have problems like this and that. They have to go and consult and then get into a certain zone by drinking certain things, or maybe the smoke or something like that of incense and stuff like that, and then they get into that zone, and then they can start to understand what. Damn, I'm killing it. So I think that's what happened in the Bible, man. Be spiritual about it, because it just won't make any sense. Like, it just literally won't make any sense. And then another thing that I wanted to talk about is the Christian lifestyle. This thing that's my okay, I think it's easier to describe it in English. My aunt was saying, right? She was like, Christianity is the only religion where the people do not really respect the religion, and they don't really, they're not proud of it, and then they don't act in a way that will motivate other people.
Which ends with the people who don't believe in it question us so much. Question
Christianity.
Yeah.
The thing about Christianity, there's no framework, right? There's no framework. It's unlike, I think it's Islam. Which is like, you do this, you get this. You do this, you get that. And then they respect it. And then, oh my God, they respect it. And I really admire that. And then, even Christians, there's some Christians who, more especially the traditional Christians, or the African Christians, the likes of Mshengu.
Okay.
They have certain rules in their church, like, which they do respect. And most people from Mshengu, they are amazing in terms of how they conduct themselves, how they speak to people, how they dress, how they articulate, articulation, right? And then for us, we just we do something like.
That's true.
So
yeah.
I think there has to be a framework. So the kind. To those who didn't know, understand, that means from another white person. No, I think as I was saying, I think, because I quoted this verse which says, what is against your conscience, do not do it. So you should work on building a relationship with God, and if you've built your relationship with God, you will know what and what's not to do. Because if you're gonna have a conscience, and then your conscience is not with God, chances are what you're gonna do is ungodly.
Right. I hear. Are we done? I think we're done.
Yeah.
It's long.
And I have one girlfriend.